These series were so exciting, man. Like, I think we're gonna watch 2 games this video. This is game 5, I believe. Game 5 is played on Wasteland, right? So game 5, and then we'll watch game 6 after this on Neo Tokyo, which is the last game. This is the second series after the bracket reset. Team Queso won the first series. In game 7 on some horseshit. Atomic and Chicago absolutely like burger to play. Like they just left the ball in front of their net, and then Vatira just turned around and just shot it. And it's just crazy to me because imagine if there was no bracket reset and G2 was like lowers, like they were the team coming from lowers, and Team Queso could have won it there. Like how demoralizing is that? And that could have been almost a goal right there from Atomic. Which, speaking of which, a little player spotlight, I guess. Atomic was the tournament MVP, and in my opinion, rightfully deserved. This G2 offense looking phenomenal, by the way. It only makes sense because they are the champs. But anyways, Atomic, MVP. Do you guys agree with that? Because a lot of people on Twitter were saying Rise. Which is actually on the other team, Team Queso. Rise, you can see right there. And there's a strong case for it, certainly. But I gotta say, Atomic was the ultimate X factor in G2's like composition. And it wasn't only this series. The first series, he didn't play as good as the second series, no doubt about it. As you might be able to tell in these games that we're gonna watch. But I think, I mean, like, if Queso won, then yeah, I would award it to Rise. But they didn't. G2 won. And I remember seeing, like, the tweets saying it shouldn't matter, like, regardless if you win. So I started asking my friend, I was like, doesn't, like, in the NBA or even soccer, like, pro soccer, I don't watch soccer at all. I should call it football if there's any EU fans out there. But when they, like, win the world title or whatever the fuck it is, like in NBA when you win MVP, they only give it to like on the winning team. I'm like 95% sure because I remember like LeBron balled out one year and they lost, and like it was like 2017 or something like that. And anyways, they lost, and they didn't give it to LeBron, who was clearly the most valuable player in the finals. And I mean, you guys can probably go figure, like, well, that sounds pretty obvious, seeing how LeBron was one of the best in the world at the time. Still is, which is kind of crazy. And he didn't get it. So, sorry, looking at this goal back a couple times. Looks like Chicago didn't have the best hit. And then they capitalized, Team Queso, that is, on a really quick infield pass. And then Vatira shot at, like, right post. Perfect placement, which gives them the 1-0 advantage in this Game 5. Series right now is G2 is up, I believe, 3-1 maybe? Are they up 3-1? Are they on match point in this game? No, they're not. It's wait, I don't know anymore. I forget what the series is right now. That doesn't even make sense. But maybe it's like 2-2. It might be 2-2 right now. Yeah, very well could be. Okay, anyways, what do I want to talk about next? Oh, this play right here. That's what I want to talk about next. Apparently, Jack on Twitter said this is one of the greatest plays he's ever seen, maybe. And I don't blame him, bro. This shit is insane. So Atomic rotating back. Chicago pops it to JNaps. JNaps, really obvious pass here to Atomic. Rye should be able to like beat him. But as you can see on your screen, Atomic's already up for this ball. He knows that this pass is way too slow. He knows that Rise is literally right there, ready to go for it. So he gets up so quick. So Rise can't even like make the decision that he wants to go for it. Like, see how quick Atomic he is up for that ball? He hears the double jump or sees it, one or the other, and he's like, all right, I'm just going to let him hit that. And boy, was he, I mean, well, I can't say he was wrong for that because, like, well, what the fuck else do you do? And then Atomic goes right back up, gets the dunk on a Vatira, waiting on the backboard. Actually, he wasn't waiting on the backboard. He actually had to make a really tough read here. And, yeah, he hits it, and Atomic gets the dunk. And I would be so hyped if that was me on land, man. Like, And the fact that he has this much boost too. Like, I know he just got that 100 boost, like the 100 mid boost. But he had all of it to pre-jump, turn around, jump for this ball like in their corner of the ceiling. And get like a great dunk, obviously. Drops right in front of their net. That's a world-class play by Atomic, bro. That play was just, wow. A crazy individual effort. The play itself, though, a huge team effort. JKnaps literally, all three of them get involved in so many passing plays, except here. You will see Atomic and Chicago connect. And I'm kind of surprised this went in. Let's see. So Chicago passes it left. And then back to Chicago, who flies upfield with the shot. And we'll take one look at his POV. Uses his like remaining boost. And it wasn't even a bad shot. The bar down shots are not the easiest thing to read. See, Rise just thinks it's gonna like come like outwards more, right? My replay's frozen at the moment. I'm not paused or anything. But anyways, Rise is like starting to veer outwards from his net instead of like waiting on the goal line to see if it bars down. So like that was his like kind of mistake. Oh, I guess I was paused. I'm so stupid. Or he thought Vadzira had it, one or the other. Anyways, a little surprising this one went in. But yeah, they just weren't even, and it did yeah, I don't know. But I can't blame him too much. It's definitely a tough one. Long day of Rocket League too, and LAN, and a crowd, and the World Finals, or whatever you call this, the Winter Major Finals. Like, I literally shouldn't be able to sit here and critique these players on anything, because the stakes are just so high, man. Anyways, back on Atomic's POV. He was in the Octane earlier, and he switched to this Fennec, like, I think, was it the first series or the second series? I don't know, but either way, when he switched to this Fennec, it was fucking raps. Because he was in Octane for like earlier this day, if I recall, and he just wasn't playing like as well. I feel like once he got on the Fennec, like it was time. It was time to just be like the most unpredictable like mechanical player ever. And what else do I want to touch on? 2-1 G2 right now. Queso looking not bad by any means. G2s just have more of these connections, and I guess that's the next thing I'm going to talk about. Like, this team, for one, like from a viewer's perspective, is like easily the most entertaining team to watch. Rettle said it in one of his like recent videos where he talks about G2 as a whole. But I think specifically like JKnaps or Chicago he watches. Maybe he watches both of them in the video. But either way, he was like, this G2 team, every touch they're trying to make a pass, and it's so entertaining when they're trying to do shit like that. Because other teams, for an example, love to just dribble, pop it up, get a solo play, and either get a 50, get the goal. You know, it's just such individual Rocket League. And to further expand on that, FaZe Clan, I thought they were doing so good in playoffs when they started to like infield pass, and then the series they lost to it might have been Team Queso actually. They seemed like they wanted to like solo air dribble like so much, and I just feel like they were doing so good passing. I don't know why they would stop doing that, but easier said than done. It's not always open to do the pass. But when you see the team win it all G2, you got to think, all right, passing seems to be meta. Demoing, passing, bumping, those are things that win you a Rocket League game, in my eyes. That was the end of this game. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next one.